Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday. Yes, I think it's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Tuesday, 2 p.m. We are now live. So, let's, first of all, let me go post on Twitter that we are now live. Hey, Praetorian 1978, Stuff Matt does. Hello, welcome. Good afternoon to you both. Thank you for being here. Let me just... Alright, I'm done with the posting on social media thing. So, anybody playing Firewatch? So, today we are going to continue working on our staircase generator, which is almost done. It's pretty basic. So let's okay, disable render. This is colors, color piece refresh. This is if it's not a go step. Hey, Nate Master Flash, hello. Actually, let me get rid of this image here in the stream. So we are going to be working on... Awesome. So yeah, we are going to be working on this staircase renderer. I got the kind of different positions working. Now let's disable the render. So piece.renderer, is it get component dot renderer dot set false. Ajax form submission. Hey, Garrett, Polk. Hey, by the way, guys, this Friday, Garrett is going to be joining us. I'll be announcing it on Twitter, but 2 p.m. Friday, so this time on Friday, Garrett is going to be coming on and we'll be doing the game design critique. I'm actually going to... I found that the afternoon streams work a little bit better in general than the evening streams. As it turns out, people like to go out on Friday evening, so yeah, we'll be checking out 1D. That'll be Friday at 2 p.m. And yeah, I'll post more information about that. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. So disable render, ghost layer, piece refresh. Hey, Tony. Welcome. Oh, so this Saturday at noon, I will be on the Indie Function podcast. More information about that soon. Anybody here playing Firewatch? Kind of curious to hear what you guys think of it. that's true. Not sure. Let's check out, let's see if this tool is... No Firewatch yet. It looks very beautiful. Tight budget, I completely understand. Yeah. Maybe... I was actually on the beta for that game. Will there be balloon Thordura? Will there be balloons in Manifold Garden? There will not be balloons, unfortunately. Ooh. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so it seems I've gotten my ghost step calculations wrong. Because you can see they are actually a little bit off. Looks like they need to be raised. This should be like 0.0625. Yeah, so this should be like this, but why is it? Aha. So maybe in a mod SF5. There is no puzzles or exploration. It's more. Yes, those are balloons. I actually used to do that stuff before I worked on Manifold Garden. But I was typecast as the balloon guy, and I didn't want to do that anymore. So that's why I stopped. What's 1875? That's like 0.0625 times 3. 0.0625 times 3. Yeah, they for those of you that's wondering what Thordura is talking about, so I actually got my start doing balloon installation. So I did this full time for about a year, but in total I did it for about 4 years. I've talked about it in other interviews before, but yeah, I'm sort of moving away from that for a variety of reasons. Yeah, you know what? I know that you can do that now, and I totally and because it's only with Unity 5 that they started letting you do stuff in the inspector. Lawyer. Yeah, toning. I think trademarking is good, but it might be bigger than. It might be too early for that. I don't know. It depends on how big you want the game to be. Just sometimes it might not totally be worth it. Depends on how much it's going to be. Hey, Adrenaline Life. Jobo GM. Actually, no, it wasn't so much the sound. It was more just like, I was sort of at this point where I felt like I finally got the process of making balloons down, but people were just like, first of all, it didn't matter if you made a good installation or a bad installation. The reaction was always like, oh, cool, balloons. Sort of the novelty of the medium overshadowed any message you wanted to do with it. And then also, you were pretty much it felt like if I kept doing it, I was only going to be the balloon guy. Like, I couldn't expand into other mediums. And I didn't want to sort of get stuck doing that. Plus, everybody was like, I want a piece like this other one you did, but with these colors that are the colors of our company, So, Twitch would be like, hey, we want a purple version of this, purple-white, which is cool, but that's not really art or what I would like to do. But anyway, Adrenaline Life, I'm so glad you can make it. Welcome to the stream. And but I think what's really exciting about video games is like you can't make a bad video game. Well, it's like the standard of quality is really high, you gotta, but that means like if you do things poorly, people notice. No, I could have done it. I could have just hired artisans, right? And then that's Nate Master Flash, your suggestion. If I was more business savvy, that's what I would have done, but I am not. So, yeah, right. But then also, it's like, do you really want to be? That doesn't seem like interesting. It's art. That's like, if I was more business savvy, I would have done that. But alas, I am not. So you can see now what we've done is we have these ghost steps. Right. So they're tagged in Ghost Layer. They have their render disabled, and then these are the little things that the player walks on. Yeah, but using that, I have gotten requests, and I've been tempted to do it just to get money to fund game development, but to me, it I still do have a sense of dignity. If I were more business savvy, I wouldn't be an artist, and I wouldn't be making this game. I would be cloning whatever is popular on iOS right now. No, I mean, like, you can make a bad video game, but you can probably still get away with it because now I'm thinking about all the like early access MMOs that look like they just downloaded everything off the asset store and then shoved it together. Um, but yeah, it's like, but I mean, if you do something really great, um, people like Jonathan Blow will notice, and I think there's a lot of gamers as well who will appreciate like. I mean, if I think not for your first game, right? I mean, if it's not something totally huge, it might not be worth it. So here's the thing with trademarks, and I know because I just got mine done, right? And I had to do it because like we ran into problems with the word relativity, with Relativity Media having trademark everything. We changed the name, and I was like, okay, you know what? We want to do it right. And at the time there was this Kickstarter that started that was going to call their name Relativity. Yeah, what I meant to say is you can totally sell a bad video. I take it back. But trademarks are expensive, right? So here's the thing. So it costs, I forget, it's like $400 to apply for a trademark. That's just the base fee, and I think maybe like a lawyer will charge you $200 to do it for you. The problem though is if your game, you have to prove to the trademark office that you are actually using that trademark commercially. And if not, then it's like $100 for every extension, and then like 100. But you have to do like 150 base fee, so it is pretty expensive. And then the thing is, I don't know. I wouldn't worry too much about it. For a small game, I don't think it's actually an issue. And the problem is, if somebody really wanted to copy your game, I think if it's a smaller game like on iOS, they're just going to do that, right? Like, I think Threes is a really good example. Isn't it? It's sort of really hard to, I think, copyright the important parts of the game. Like, yeah, they might not, they won't call it their game Dribble, but they'll call it like Dribbler, and just, or Tripler. So I wouldn't, honestly, I just think it's like, I think if I recall correctly, Tony, you are still in school, and this is your first game, and it's for iOS, I would just not worry about trademarking, and I would save that money, and, spend it on software licenses or paying rent, is what I would do. Because I think all in all, you might looking at recently graduated. Okay, I still wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean, if you have the money, I think it's like not a bad idea to get trademarked. But from the sounds of it, I think it's it depends on what a big game is, though. I guess I don't think of mobile games as big just because of their like they can be, they're big, not saying that they're not big projects, just that's a very, I do think mobile game development is sort of like playing the lottery, sort of, not quite, but it's much harder. Yeah. Yeah, okay, oh right, that's the thing. So Garrett is saying you actually own the trademark on it already. Right? So that's like, you can just put the trademark on it. And if your game comes out first, you do have, like, you're sort of already in a good position. So yeah, I think both what Rocket Cocket are saying and Garrett Poker are saying are right. I would just put the trademark on it. I would just put like Dribble TM. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about registration. Yeah, that's more. It's basically like you get to, and the thing is, ideally with these situations you don't actually want to go to court because it's just really expensive and a nightmare. You know, with what registration does is you can be like, hey man, we have this legally registered, like, back off or else. um, yeah. Yeah, I don't think. I think doesn't design isn't like can't you isn't like Monopoly copyrighted or something? It's not super clear. Because the one I'm thinking about is okay. I'm thinking about like the Bandai Namco thing where they had the loading screen games, the loading screen mini games. I thought because like wasn't there a game jam when that patent expired or that's yeah, I don't even know what the difference is. So actually, we have three types of stairs. So we have widening, we have MG staircase. Um, yeah, honestly, at this point, I would say like you're recently graduated. It's your first game. Just worry about making a good game. Uh, and yeah, worry about making a good game and get on. You know what you want to do really at this point is get your name out there. Um, and I also do want to caution against making your first game your masterpiece. I mean, I'm sort of doing it, but that's like not what you really should do, and it's not even what I would recommend. Um, Man, I don't know. I just saw that today. It sounds pretty amazing. I don't know if I would switch. Well, okay. So in my position, we're kind of on the last stretch. We've like this is a editor tool I've written. We've got a bunch of stuff. We're comfortable working with Unity. Um, it like makes no sense for us to switch to Lumberyard, which is also a terrible name, by the way. It sounds really awful. Um, yeah, but also like I don't know. I don't. Maybe if I were making like the Twitch integration and the multiplayer stuff sounds pretty cool. Oh right, there's no asset store. There's also no user base. Or like who are you gonna ask? Like with Unity, I can talk to a whole bunch of people about stuff. Hey, Reels Killer. Uh, if you want to make a game, you have to use it potentially, so you have to pay because it's free. Yeah, yeah. I'm be curious about that pricing and stuff. Although what is really cool with their servers is, I know the devs from That Dragon Cancer did this, which was they built their models in Blender and then used Amazon servers to bake their light maps. And it ended up being really fast. So I think that could be like, that might be an interesting thing. I don't know if it's integrated into the engine, but if you could like offload kind of light map baking and other stuff to Amazon servers, so you don't have to do it locally and just like, you know, I don't use light maps in Unity 5 because they take forever to bake. I think you actually have to use AWS. That, right? Yeah, I'd be curious to see which devs start using. The problem is, like, we probably won't see anything come out until like a year or two from now, and I'm guessing most of those are going to be like Amazon games at first. It also seems like a huge risk because it's like, well, you know, Unity exports to all the platforms. Does Lumberyard export to PS4? Like, is there a team at Sony working on Lumberyard support? You know, like, if Sony upgrades their SDK, does Lumberyard get updated? I don't know any of that. Yeah, I really miss Beast lighting. I mean, I have problems with it. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, at least with Beast, like, it had problems, but at least I was able to do it. Whereas now in Light, it's like not even an option. Okay, so let's see. So we have three styles of stairs. Okay, so case, staircase. So the latest with back is actually pretty easy to do. Okay, so it's Windows, Sony, and Xbox. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. It'll be interesting to talk to people at GDC this year. By the way, who here is, I ask this a lot, but who here is going to be at GDC? Anybody? It would be great to meet up and hang out. That's actually like one of my favorite things to do. I just sit in the garden and talk to people. What the hell is this? Wow. If you build a single loader game that uses no cloud connectivity, do I have to pay to use it? No, in that case, you would pay us nothing. Jesus. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Wow. So then that's cheaper than all of them. It's cheaper than Unity, Unreal. Does anybody know what Valve's pricing scheme is? I mean, not Valve, their engine, Source. The only game I know, the only indie I know that uses Source is the Stanley Parable and the Beginner's Guide. And both of those are like sort of first-person Half-Life 2 mods, sort of. Which I think Source is really great for. Okay, so let's see here. Wow, full Source, Jesus. Damn. Wonder how they talked to Crytek to get that. They probably just bought Crytek out. Amazon. Okay, so our staircase generator. So we have with back, just steps, and winding. So actually, we are changing the width back to. Unity is not full Source actually. Unreal Engine is. Unity is not. Which I think is one of the things that's not great about Unity. It's not full Source. Ooh. We're also going to stop using, so like previously we were using these stairs, but I think we're going to not use them anymore. Mainly because of the water system, we actually need, we can't actually use mesh colliders anymore. We need box colliders for everything, so dot with back. Some of the lighting stuff, like I know, I mean, I don't know if I'd use it, but Lexi, who is working on Spire and is one of the devs on Dust Force, he's like rewritten Unity's lighting system, and it's much better looking. But there's some stuff that he can't do because he's not using. He doesn't have source code. Oh damn, you guys are using your own engine. It's good learning experience, definitely though. Step size, top step height depth. Oh, wait, are you talking about Brian Ma? That, Garrett? I know Brian and Justin. They're super cool. By the way, Justin was definitely a huge help. Or is it? I don't know Daniel from the FTL team. God, all these magic numbers, this is terrible. Oh, so for ghost stairs in this case, we can actually use Matthew. Okay, I don't, that guy, sorry. Okay, him I haven't met. Okay, so now we've made these steps, now we're gonna generate the ghost stairs. Let's see, Ghost stairs. Why did I... Oh, I see. Oh, right, okay. Wow, that's pretty cool. Is Zasher Vomer's dad also a game developer? Game Dev Dynasty. I think actually this should be, that's correct stacking, doesn't matter. Oh, 6 security software. Okay, that's pretty random. Oh, does it not? When you're using different cases, does it not let you create different vectors? obviously terrible code. The fuck? Oh fuck, so we actually don't need the top layer. Okay, so actually we don't need bottom stairs. I'm gonna hand this off for David to clean up. Hey, Treeform, what is up? Welcome to the stream. By the way, if you are new and you're enjoying the stream, you should definitely follow. Okay, so we have now, the only problem is that it is totally messed up. Now, which one is this? Oh, nice. What's the, where is the Steam Greenlight page? Yeah, send us your. You should post the Steam Greenlight page here so we can see it. Congrats, by the way. That's awesome. Okay, so that's that. Now, where is our? So we have Ghost Stairs top, and that's being generated by. So I just need to figure out the correct position of Ghost Stairs. do share the link here. Oh, fuck. Lots of no. Okay, so let's see now if this works with 20. Oh, sick. It's working. Let's see if it works with 20Y. Okay, check it out. My staircase generator. It is working correctly now. Let's see, just steps. Fuck. So what happens is, because it's not, with both of these, they need to have, fucking leave it for David. Ooh, dear. Okay, here we go. So this is working now. We say 20 steps. That's working. Now let's make sure to switch back and forth between these things. So if I go do just steps, 20, that works. No, that's not, that's broken. Come on, what's going on here? Oh. Okay, so we almost have this tool. The code base is a giant mess, and I should delete some of these stairs. Dude, this is a pretty funny screenshot. By the way, anybody planning on doing anything special this Sunday? Valentine's Day. So a friend of mine owns a flower shop, and this is pretty simple economics. But he was telling me the price of roses actually increases quite a bit. There's like not enough plantations or wherever they grow roses to support the demand that Valentine's Day puts on the roses economy. Supply and demand, really. Staircase generator. Let's delete all these stairs. It's working well. Wonderful. Yes! It is all done. So, my staircase generator tool is complete. All I need to do now is... I'm going to push this, and you know what? It is 3 p.m., so I might call it a day. I'm going to push to David, tell him to work on... So let me just go ahead and push this. Ooh. Get revision, yes. Oh yeah, by the way, we have totally taken a look at this before. Astroloid. So... By the way, this is... Ooh. Just gonna go ahead and post this in the chat. Right, wonderful. So now we have our tools. We can start working, getting back in the level design. You know what? Maybe I will work on this for just a bit. Let's turn on the image. I'm working on. So these are, let me see, we can go ahead and replace these. So these are 8x8. Shift U, widening 8x8. Oh, fuck. Widening 8x8, number of steps 3. Bam. This is very, very useful. Very useful indeed. So now we can go ahead and delete. These used to take, yes. I am a genius. Let's delete these. Stairs widening. Oh, you know what? The stairs widening needs to be properly named. So actually, let's go ahead and check this out. Okay, so yes. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a break here. I just need to rename all this stuff. I'm gonna check in with David. He's also done with the water stuff. But I will be back on tomorrow. Wednesday we'll be doing, so yeah, I guess I'm pretty much streaming every weekday now. This Saturday I'm going to be on Indie Function. So Friday, Garrett Polk, 2 p.m. We're going to be checking out 1D. Saturday at noon Central Time, I'm going to be on this Indie Function podcast. More information. Again, I am on Twitter, William Cheer, and if you are new and you are enjoying the stream, you should follow. Help me grow the channel. And thank you all for stopping by. We have our staircase generator. I'm gonna hand it off to David. I'm gonna rename a bunch of this stuff. Right. So the problem is like it's keeping the old naming convention, like 4 width 0. Which like for this is actually not super useful. So yeah. See you tomorrow. They'll be streaming on Thursday as well, and then on Friday, yeah, we'll be doing game design critique. And yeah, if you guys, Treeform, if you're interested, you know, I would love to play Istrolit. If you want to come on the stream, I think we might have Thumper later this month as well, which should be very, very exciting. So yeah, anyway, you guys have a great rest of the day, and I will see you guys later.